Shooting last night, and let's go to Bob Bonner now in the Live Alert Center with the latest.
Yeah, Bob, we continue to follow this story as it is developing at this hour. This is happening in Fargo, North Dakota. An officer, as you mentioned, shot overnight while responding to a call of a domestic disturbance. That officer, a 6-year veteran, Jason Moser, 6 years with that Fargo Police Department, shot earlier this morning during that standoff. He was actually hit by gunfire. This man is holed up inside of a North Fargo home, just began open firing at officers, and that standoff is still going on. The police department hasn't released any information about Officer Moser's injuries, only saying they are non-survivable. All of this began after this man's son called 911 saying his dad had fired a gun at his mom. The son and mother were able to get out unharmed. The man inside the home then called 911, told officers they need to evacuate the area because he was going to start firing at the officers. Again, this is still playing out in Fargo. If there are any changes to this officer's condition, we'll certainly pass those on during Carolina in the morning. Guys. All right. Back in the Live Alert Center, following a developing story this morning that is coming out of Egypt 2 days after a very deadly train crash in Germany now, one taking place in Egypt this morning. Dozens of people there injured this morning. The good news so far, no deaths associated with this, but as of this morning, 69 people confirmed to be treated for various injuries. The trains were traveling towards Cairo when this train ran aground. It actually ran into a cement wall while trying to avoid a second train that was coming towards it. Egypt's state-run news agency is saying the train conductor has been arrested on one of these trains. A security official also saying, again, that train running into a cement wall. You can see it on the video there, but surprisingly, again, no deaths associated with this. Egypt and citizens there in Egypt have long said that the train system in that country is one that is very dangerous. There have been so many different accidents already this year with trains in Egypt. But again, this morning, 69 people confirmed to have suffered injuries in the latest incidents there. Guys, again, this morning, investigators remain on scene of that deadly train crash that played out in Germany 2 days ago. Now, while the cause is still under investigation, what they're looking for this morning is that last remaining black box. There were 3 of those on board the train. So far, they have discovered 2 of those. And information from one of the boxes has now ruled out technical failure, this according to the German transport minister. Prosecutors continue to investigate the possibility now of human error and that the person responsible for signal changes may have turned off an anti-collision system to perform a task manually. 10 people died in that crash, 18 people still listed in critical condition as of this morning. Guys.
All right, Live Alert Center where Bob Bonner has an update for us.
Yeah, Kim, we are continuing to follow the situation coming out of Fargo, North Dakota this morning. Word of an officer being shot in the line of duty. That officer not expected to survive the injuries. A news conference wrapped up just moments ago. During that news conference, police officials saying that this is Officer Jason Moser, a 6-year veteran with the Fargo Police Department, is still in the hospital. His family is with him there. Again, they say that he has been injured severely, is not expected to survive these injuries, and the standoff that triggered all of this is still actually going on at this hour. A man still holed up in his home. Early indications were that this man fired a gun at his wife. His son called 911. His son and wife were able to get out of the home. This man is still holed up inside. We also learned during the news conference a little bit more about Officer Jason Moser. Actually awarded the Silver Star back in 2012. Pulled 2 children out of an apartment building that was on fire. He's a local kid, went to Fargo High School there in Fargo, North Dakota, ended up going to college there, so he has stayed within the state, has very tight ties to the community. And if he were to pass, which he is expected to from this shooting, the death would be just the second in the history of the police department there in Fargo. Guys.